Hey everybody, good morning. We're taking a look at Ecclesiastes 11 today. We have tomorrow we're going to finish up with Ecclesiastes 12, and then we'll go into Proverbs, which would be a lot of fun. King Solomon, or whoever's writing this, is finishing this in a pretty little offbeat, weird, unique way. He's actually giving us some practical wisdom here for life. My Bible actually calls this the value of diligence. First two verses is a really pretty cool some advice on how to handle our money, how to handle our finances. You know, God wants us to handle our finances in a very smart manner. You know, what he entrusts us to, he wants us to be good stewards with. And Solomon here, you know, we know Solomon you know, the wisest man alive and the richest man alive, richest man there ever was, is giving us some real good advice here. He says, cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days. When you casting your bread upon the waters, you see, they back then, they would have grain was their number one export. And they, of course, would ship it by ships. And he says, cast your bread upon the waters, meaning send it out, not just in one direction. He says waters. So make sure that you diversify and you send it out in many different directions. Same thing with our money, okay, that we are to not put all of our eggs in one basket, that we are to send it out. We are to go ahead and invest it different ways. He goes on again in verse 2, it says, give a serving to 7 or to 8. You know, again, he doubles down on this. Do not put all your eggs in one basket, okay? You know, if we are taking what God is giving us and just leaving it in a savings where it's gaining a very, very minimal return, okay, it's probably not what God has intended for us. He wants us to take risks. He wants us to do these different things and sleep well and leave the results to him. Now, I'm not suggesting that you get involved in a bunch of get-rich-quick schemes or anything like that. Not at all. I'm suggesting that you take a look at your money and see if you really are investing it wisely. See if you are giving God opportunities for your money to grow. You know, remember the parable of the talents, where God gave one guy 1, another guy 5, and another guy, another guy 2, another guy 5, whatever it was. The one with a lot doubled it. The one with the middle amount doubled it. But the one with just 1, he said, no, I buried it because I knew you were a shrewd man. And he says, God says, but I didn't even make interest on it. You see, God wants us to take chances, and he wants us to go ahead and invest our money. But we need to be wise about it. He wants us to be wise about it. And down in verses 3 to 6, he talks about seizing opportunities. You know, there are opportunities that are going to pop up in our lives for us to take, and we should jump at them. You know, this is speaking of do not be a procrastinator. He does not want us procrastinating. He does not want us sitting on things, sitting on opportunities that he brings up in our lives, whether it's opportunities for financial investments, or whether it's opportunities for new jobs, opportunities for maybe speaking opportunities, you know, maybe opportunities for new friendships, you know. He doesn't want us to sit on these things. He allows them to come at us so that he may bless us. You know, and one thing that I've learned in my life is that when people want to bless you with things, okay, and this is a great opportunity that took me a long time to learn to seize, is that when people want to bless you with things, you know, I've always, in my life, I've been a little bit too prideful. No, I don't need help. No, I don't. No, thank you. You keep it. And I had to learn that when people want to bless you, accept it. If people want to give you money, accept it. People want to give you things, accept it. You know, I had a very good friend offer me a motorcycle. And if the old me would say, no, give it to somebody else. I'll eventually have money and buy one. But no. I've learned to accept it. And by accepting it, I'm accepting a blessing from God. and I'm helping him receive a blessing from God. Because when he's able to give that away, now his hands are open to accept from God again. So seize those opportunities. Guys, I love you. I hope you have a super great day. We'll finish up this Ecclesiastes tomorrow, and we'll get into the Proverbs.